Welcome to the object identification techniques part 6, and the previous slide we talked about how to prepare the XPath using the tag. So right now is we are going to prepare the XPath using ID attribute and name attribute. Okay, so let's go and see it in the technically. Fine. Now we are going to identify this username using this first technique. What is the first technique is saying actually? Element E. Element E means it's a tag with ID I. Okay, so we'll go here, right click this one and click it on here. Element E. Element E means input tag, right? Input tag. Okay, input tag. What is the attribute? At ID. What is ID? We already know that, right? User hyphen name. This is a 1. Okay, so ID attribute and the value. This is here you go. Okay, now we need to verify it, right, whether it is right or not. Let's go here. This is a 1. Okay, we'll go to the second one. Second one is what is actually element E with ID I. We are going to identify the password with the help of the second technique. What is the password? Just click it on this particular text box, right click, inspect. Just to go here and hover it here. What is that? Input. Let's go here. What is the second technique is saying actually? Second technique, what they are saying actually, element E with ID. Sorry, not element. Element with ID. Star. You will get this. But star means what? Star means all the DOM. Here star means, in the previous one we mentioned clearly that this is the input, only input element. Okay, only the input element. But here is star means any element. Any element. It means what actually? Boss, pull any element who is having the ID attribute as I. So in our cases, any element who is having the ID attribute as password. Okay, now we'll verify this one. See, this is a 1. Okay, so the first technique, second technique is, what is the difference between this one and this one? The first technique is, we are saying this input. Okay, what is the forward slash? I already mentioned in the previous video. Just to refer the previous video. Double forward slash means pull all the input tag. Pull all the input tag in the DOM. We have so many input tag in this one, right? Pull all the thing and filter it with the ID attribute value as username. So here is, we are putting as a filter. We are putting the filter input. But here is, we are not putting anything. We are putting star. Pull all the elements. Whatever the elements are present in this particular DOM, pull all the things. Again we are putting the filter as ID attribute as password. So the difference between this one and this one is, this is little faster while comparing this one. Oh, little faster means, boss, it is going to take only 1 minute, it is going to take 5 minutes. Not like that. It's a microsecond, that's all. Microseconds. Okay, no need to worry about that. Faster means it's not going to add more value, but better is go ahead with this one. Okay, but I am recommending both the things also is fine, but most recommended is this is the one. Okay, this is faster while comparing this one, but both are good. Okay, now let's go to the script level. Okay, we'll create the test case. I'll copy this particular test case. I'm going to create one more test cases using id and name, right? Using id name 1. Okay, learn XPath using id hyphen name. That is what my XPath that is what my test case name. Okay, so here is what I'm going to do. I'm opening the Chrome browser. I'm going to open this particular site. So how to identify this particular web element? You can identify the element with the help of the username text box. You can identify with the help of this XPath. You can identify the username with the help of this XPath. Done. You can identify the password with the help of this XPath. Okay. Done. Username is ready, password is ready. Now we need to identify the login button. Again, you will be getting doubt, boss. This is a working XPath only. Why you are using this different? That's what I told. We can identify the single person using different way, by using the name, by using the employee ID, by using the location, by using this designation, by using the project name. Similarly, we are using different object identification technique. Okay, first two techniques are done. Third technique. So with the help of this technique, we are going to identify this one, login button. What is the login button here? Login button, element E with name attribute. Do we have the name here? No. So can we use this technique for this particular web element? No, it won't work. Why it won't work? Because there is no name attribute here. Then we cannot do that. Right? Fine. Then we'll go for something like something good thing. Let's see here. Some other component. Okay, we'll try. Do we have any name attribute here? Oh, only one name attribute is this is the one. There is no name attribute in this whole project level. Okay, but anyway, as we don't have this name attribute, I'm not able to explain, but anyway, the fundamental is very simple only. How we did it in the previously for the ID attribute, similarly here also. So simple, if the name attribute is present, similarly you have to proceed like this: input name, input tag. If name attribute is present, you should type name, then you have to put the appropriate value. If then for example, this is the value, means you have to put the value like this. Similarly here also. Okay, name value. What is the name value? Name value. Okay, so here similarly here also. Here star, here at name is equal to and username. Okay, that's all. It's very similar, right? The first and second technique, it's a very similar technique. So instead of previously what we did, we used just ID attribute. Here is we are using the name attribute. That's all. Okay, so this is what this technique, ID name. Okay, hopefully you got it. Okay, now, and this one is, let it be, we can use the same thing only, and let's run the program. Yes, good. Our test case is passed right now, right? Now let's go to the next technique. What is the next technique? Same way. Okay, what it is saying actually, here is 3 technique we have. Let's go and identify this. What is the 3 technique? The 3 technique, what they say actually, the first technique, okay, so as we don't have the name attribute in this particular site, okay, I am just using some different sites. Okay, google.com we have the name attribute. Okay, for training purpose I am using this. Okay, fine. Element E with id x, or failing that, a name x. It means what? Element E means, assume that I want to identify this particular Google search text box. Okay, how will you identify? Do we have the ID attribute? No, we don't have the ID attribute. Do we have the name attribute? Yes, we have the name attribute. Assume that, okay, it's just assumption basis. Assume that Google team initially they kept the ID attribute, just assumption. Okay, ID attribute is something like, search BTN. Okay, they just kept the name as search BTN. Maybe recently they removed the ID attribute. Okay, maybe 1 month before the ID attribute. In this month they removed the ID attribute, and in the 1 month, in the last month, whatever the test case you developed, all the things are based on this ID attribute. Okay, and this month you are trying to find the ID attribute, it is not there, your script is failing, and there is no ID attribute, but you want to make your script is pass without any failure. How can you do that? Then you have to use the another attribute. What is the attribute we have? Name attribute we have. So you should update like this, in /* at id is equal to search btn, it's a old one, or at name is equal to, what is the name here? btnk. Yeah. Okay, now now it is working. Okay, again, but it is showing the 2 matching node. Simple. Use the index. How to use index? Close it, and at the end you can put 2, right? It's a second index here. Okay, in this way we can identify the element. And what about this one? So hopefully you got this first technique, right? So that is what the statement is saying. This, the driver is trying to find the element with the help of this ID attribute, but unfortunately developer removed this ID attribute. So if it is failing that, then use this name is equal to btnk. That is what the statement is saying here. Okay, fine. Okay, now first technique hopefully you got it. I'm going to the second technique. What is the second technique is saying actually? It's very similar. // and star. What it mean? Any element. Star means all the elements, any elements, at name is equal to, okay, what is the name? What is the name attribute? btnk. I am just referring this yellow color DOM, right? btnk. I am saying this index is 2, right? Yes. So here is, this is name attribute. Name attribute, how many attribute we have? We have 2 attribute. right? Sorry, two matching, so sorry, two search results, 1 2, right? This is the one and this one also we are showing is, it is showing is the 2, but we want this one. How can we get it? Simple, just put the index. See, here you go. Okay, in this way we can identify this particular element. Okay, hopefully you got this one. So the last technique, element with name n, specified value v. It means what actually? Here is, they are trying to find the element with the help of n. It means n attribute value, so name attribute value, and specified value attribute value. You may get confusion, don't worry. What is this actually? It's a name attribute. What is this? It's a value attribute. Where is the name attribute? This is the name attribute. What is the value? BTNK. Where is the value attribute? This is the value attribute. What is the value? Google search. So I am trying to find this particular element with the help of these two attributes. What is the attribute? Name attribute, value attribute. That is what we are going to do. Let's go and see that. Yes, star. Okay, at name is equal to, what is the name here? BTNK. Okay, what is the value? Value is Google search. Right? Now let's go and try to see here. Again, it is matching the two things, right? So which one is ours? Our is the second one. Put the index. Okay, again people will be getting the doubt, but why are putting this 2 extra? Because syntax is not saying this kind of bracket. The thing is, because if we use this kind of thing, there is 2 matching node in the DOM it is showing, but I want to identify my element, my Google search text, the button. For that only I am just using this index, because my script should not get failed, right? Assume that you are trying to identify me in my project. Assume that there are so many Venkatesh Pechamuthu. Assume that. How will you identify me? Boss, the person from Chennai. No, boss, all the Venkatesh from Chennai only. No, boss, this person especially from Tirunelveli. Boss, all the person from Tirunelveli. Oh, no, boss, this person especially came from Nanguneri. Oh, no, boss. Nanguneri means the only one person. So similarly what we are doing actually, we are filtering, we are narrowing our search. That is what here is, we are to narrow our search, we are putting this index. Okay, fine. Okay, hopefully everyone got about this ID and name attribute. Okay. The next technique is using this text and link category. Text and link category. Okay. Let's go to the previous site. Okay. How can I want to identify this particular, I want to identify this one, the image. Okay, I want to click it on this particular if you click it, anything coming here? Yes, it's coming, the picture is coming, right? Okay, fine. I want to identify this particular bag. Okay, how can I identify this particular bag? with the help of this element identification technique. First of all, let's copy this, put it here. Okay, let's minimize this. Let's minimize this all the test. Okay, we'll create one more test case. Name is learn XPath using Ling and what is the name here? Ling and text. Okay, fine. This is what our test case name. Okay, here is what we did actually. This is normal way. We are entering the username and password. After that, this page is coming. Okay, here is I want to click on this particular bag. Okay, how can we do that? Okay, first of all, if I want to click it on this, I want to identify that. How can we identify? Just right click, inspect, and go here. What is the first technique is saying? The first technique is saying this /* here dot is equal to this one. First of all, what it is saying, element containing text exactly, element containing text. Okay, here is, do we have any kind of elements here? No. So can we identify with the help of this one? We cannot identify that actually. So this kind of XPath won't work, right? So do we have, and what about this one? Will it work? This is also one work. This work. This is also one work. This will work. This is also. So this all the things are related to text. What do you mean by text? The first discussion I told, the text is located between this tag. Anchor tag is opening here, anchor tag is closing here. Do we have any kind of text here? Nothing. Then how can I identify this particular one? We need to use XPath technique. What is XPath technique? What is the other technique? Yeah, right? So here, yeah. What is the ID? ID attribute. ID. The previous one we used it, right? ID attribute. And what is the value? This one here. So this is the SAS lab bag, right? Backpack. So what do we need to do? We need to identify the element. One more element. The element name is backpack. Okay. How can we identify? Is equal to, sorry. Is equal to driver dot find element XPath, right? XPath locator we need to use it. XPath here. This one. Paste it here. Now we identified the element, right? Semicolon. Okay. What operation we are planning to see that? What operation we are planning to do it here? You just want to click it. Click. Right? Let's see. Oh, it's failing. Why it is failing? Let's see. Element not interactable. Element has 0 size. Element has 0 size. Let's go and see that element is having the 0 size or not something. Let's see. Whatever the what is the web element we used it here. Let's go and see here. This is a 1. Okay. Here is the one. So if it's highlighted here, is it the back is highlighting? No, it is not highlighting, right? So what do we need to do? We need to add img. Now if we go here, is it highlighting? Yes, it is highlighting. If you didn't use this image, is it highlighting? No. That is what it is saying this. Plus you are trying to click the operation, element not interactable, element has 0 size. It means you are asking me to click it on it, but I couldn't find any kind of image over here. So if we add this one, then it will work. Okay, now let's see. img or image? img, right? img. Done. Now let's run the program. See, here you go. Now you are able to see this particular the bag with what is amount, everything, right? That is what we did it. Okay, fine. Now in the coming video I will be explaining this particular technique with all the link text, everything. Okay, in the coming sessions. Okay, thanks everyone for watching this video. Please subscribe and like also if you feel good. Thank you.